Analogies can be fantastic tools to explain new concepts, comparing the strange to the familiar, taking something that your audience is already familiar with, that they already understand, and comparing that thing to whatever your subject is that may be new, that may be foreign, so that they can draw the connections and further understand exactly what we're talking about. So an obvious example would be if I'm trying to explain Australian rugby, I might compare it to something that this audience is much more familiar with, which is probably American football. But not all analogies are made equal. If you were here last night in the Waco, Hewitt, Woodway area, we had a few tornadoes, and the Hewitt Police Department put out this tornado tips infographic that's going to help explain the difference between a tornado watch and a tornado warning with a taco analogy. So they say that a tornado watch is a situation where conditions are favorable for a tornado. Example, ingredients for tacos. A tornado warning means to take shelter immediately. Example, tacos are ready to eat. Now, this is a bit confusing for me because a tornado warning is worse, more dangerous than the watch. But it seems to me that if the tacos are ready to eat, that's much better than just having the ingredients. Maybe a better analogy would be you put some really messy tacos in the microwave, and as it spins around, you're thinking, hey, this is like a tornado watch. We're just waiting for something to happen because the conditions are right for it to. And the tornado warning is cover your eyes, this thing is about to explode. Tacos. Or maybe tacos isn't the right analogy for tornadoes at all. Anyway, let me drop another analogy on you. Hopefully it'll work out a little bit better than the tacos. You know, when you start out a new task, you try to learn a new skill, kind of like public speaking, and everything seems like a mountain to climb. Every little step is a pain in the backside, and it's hard to pick out what I'm missing, what am I doing that works. You look for guidance outside of yourself. Hey, can you take a look at this? What's going on here? Tell me. This is the same process for any new skill, including gunfighting. What's similar about gunfighting and public speaking is that little bitty microscopic changes can make a world of difference. Changing a posture, a sight line, the slightest change in a draw can mean the difference between hitting the target or hitting something you really didn't mean to. Shaving even 0.2 of a second of getting that weapon from your hip to your sight line can be the difference between life and death. Similarly, in speaking, if you mispronounce a key term multiple times in your presentation, you will suffer a similar metaphorical death. But the larger analogy I want to make here is what you're able to see just through experience. And you've only delivered a couple of speeches so far in this class, but already I can see from having watched and done this 1,000 and 1,000 and thousands of times how quickly you're picking up on those little things that make a huge difference. And it's super, super exciting to see. Reading through your self-critiques and the critiques that you've given your peers, I can see just how thorough and brutal you are, especially on yourself and some of you on your peers. But all in all, it is a good thing to be able to hear that criticism, right, wrong, or indifferent, take what you can from it, apply it, and move on to the next one. Every time you do, you get better and better. You get better at picking it out in yourself and others, and you get better at applying it. And if you keep at it at the pace you're going, with the gusto you've got, with the moxie you've shown, you won't have to worry about being off target by a millimeter here or a millimeter there. You'll be taking my wife's strategy. Bring in the big guns. Only in your case, the big gun will be you, with the skills and the knowledge that you've built by hitting the speech range over and over and over. So keep it up. It's super exciting to see. Have an awesome week. Oh, and one more thing before you go here. You could be doing this thing for real, not just for some stupid public speaking class, but for real. Take example from a former student, Mr. Tyler Deering, who's using the public speaking skills that he gained in this class to do something that he loves and is passionate about and is racking up thousands of views left and right. So do this thing for real. Apply it in your life. Make the most of your time and energy. Let that time and energy pay off for you. All right. Till next time.